Like they been had this award, bro. Like I feel like they had this they were supposed to release this year and they didn't, bro. No, I'm giving it to Witcher 4, bro. I'm excited for Witcher 4, bro. GTA, bro. You better release, bro. I'm not giving you no awards, bro. No. Oh, what's up, them boys? Hope you've been doing well and everything like that. I've been a little sick. Sorry if I look a little nude. I'm sorry. But I had to get cozy. This video, we're going to be talking about the Game Awards, okay? The nominations just came out, so we're going to go through all the nominations together. There's probably some games I haven't played on this bit, but the majority of the games I have played on this list. So we're going to go look at this list right now, the Video Game Awards, and we're going to go see who it's gonna. Let's go in the best esports team, because let's keep it about 50. I don't watch esports. I see my cousin watch that shit all the time, but I don't really watch that. So I'm going to have to go with... Gen G, because why not? I'm fucking with the vibes right here. Gen G, like Gen Z. Bro, you try to put in your votes and this bit hits you with a 404 still. Come on, bro. All right, we're going to get into the best esports athlete, all right? You know, the thing's been freezing nonstop, so I don't know. We're going the best game direction. We had to skip some of it because how this thing is working right now, it seems the best way to do it is go all the way to the very kind of end and then to the very end, okay? So best game direction. Awarded for outstanding outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Yote, I don't know why it's on here. Clair makes sense. Death Stranding, that's my GOAT. Hades 2, I have just been playing it recently, is good. Split Fiction, I haven't got to play yet. Unfortunately, I had no friends. I'm probably going to give it to Death Stranding because it's not going to win Game of the Year, unfortunately. So I'm going to give it something. Best game direction. Death Stranding. Oh, Death Stranding. Hey, next category. Best narrative. We're going to give best narrative to not Claire. Probably Claire had a good story. Death Stranding story is super duper good. Silent Hill F, I love the story of it. I have played the game. It's pretty good. Yote, I don't know why see, the story with this is simple. I don't know why it's on here like that. I'm going to give it to, you know, the GOAT. KCD, man. Can't even like KCD. CD2 is my favorite game of the year. Even Claire coming out doesn't even compare to KCD2 in my opinion, but with how innovative Claire was, I'm still probably gonna have to get that big game of the year because the way the music was, the way the story was told, the acting, and it was still phenomenal. I can't even lie to you. But they can't get everything, at least on my list, because that will be OD, man. This gonna be the Claire sweep? Hell no. Nah. Now we're here with best art direction. I'm gonna have to give this bit a... I'm gonna give Yote something because I don't think he's gonna win something. I was here taking photos all damn day on this bit. All damn day. And Death Stranding looks beautiful. Claire looks beautiful. I can't lie. I love how... I'm not gonna lie. Claire does have some unique visuals though. I can't even lie. It's kind of crazy how unique it is. But a lot of the enemies are the same and shit like that, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? It's unique. I'm not going to take it away from that. But just the visuals of Yote is... I do got to give it to Sucker Punch. They went crazy with it. That's probably the only one they're going to get. So that's a sympathy vote low-key. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the next category, boy. Best score and music. Oh, I just realized my face is a little too big on this bit. Hold on. Let me put my thing right here. Hold on, you see that? Right there, let me put it right there. Best score and music. Hollow Knight Silksong. Hades 2. Clair Obscur. Yote. Woodkid. Ludwig Forcel. Come on, let's be for real. Let's be for real. I'm doing all of that, but let's be for real. Now it's about to start being into the Claire show. Alright, it's about turning into the Claire. And then there's this one boss. Oh my god, if I can find the boss song, I try to put it in this bit. I'll try to put it in the background, but I can't. Best audio design. Okay, I'm gonna keep it a bean here. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Battlefield 6, it does sound amazing. It sounds like war. I can't even lie. It sounds like it. The way this bit sounds is insane. Clair Obscur, you know, it has the best soundtrack OST I've heard in a very, very long time. Okay. Gosayote has a samurai shampoo beats. Okay, you could put that whole sound mode on there. That's what I played in mic mode. No hesitation, I put that bit on there. Are you kidding me? Silent Hill Hef. Oh my god, it's scary and shit like that. And then you hit the poosh, and you hear all the meat when you hit the monster with the pipe. But Death Stranding has this thing that none of these games could just compare to. When you're traveling on foot carrying all these packages, you just got away from a horde of monsters, and music just kicks in, and it's just a beautiful horizon. Oh my god, it's just the way it cues in, bro. It's crazy. So I'm gonna have to give it to Death Stranding, because the way Claire's gonna win everything, bro, I need to give it to some other things. And if you can't tell already, Death Stranding's my Death Stranding's my game. Okay? Death Stranding's my game. So we're gonna go to best performance. Okay, we have Ben Starr, Clair Obscur. You already know he's Verso. We have Charlie Cox. In the beginning, he's isn't he Verso? What's bro's name in the beginning? Oh my god. Okay, so we're here for best performance. We have Ben Starr, Charlie Cox, Erika Ishii, Jennifer English, Konoto Kato, Konatsu Kato, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, and Troy Baker. You know what I'm saying? They all had good roles. Gustav was my favorite. I think that's Ben Starr. It was close to no, not Gustav. Verso. I like Verso a lot, actually. It was close to Charlie Cox's performance, but he's not in that bit so that much. And Ben Starr kind of had a thing going on where it was similar to him, so I was like, yo, what's going on here? Erika, she did really good. I mean, they did really good. And Gosayote, I was not trying to bush her or anything like that. But I think Jennifer English really snapped as Mael this year. Mael was actually one of my favorite characters. She's third on the list, but when it comes to Clementine and all of them, she might be approaching that list on the Ellie's and stuff like that. She might be on that list, like third tier, but she's on that list. So I might give this one to Jennifer English. We got best ongoing series. Now, I don't play a lot of these games all the time, but I have played a couple of them. No Man's Sky, Helldivers 2, and Marvel Rivals. I'm gonna give it to Marvel Rivals only because I see my friend play that game all the time. He still cannot get off that game. Ever since it came out, bro, this is all he plays, bro. I say, yo, let's play another game and let's hop on Arc Raiders. He's like, no, bro. Marvel Rivals, bro. They added a new skin. Oh, they added a new game mode, so I'm gonna have to go on Marvel Rivals right here, bro. Just for my boy, because I'm pretty sure he's not gonna do a voting thing, but I'm gonna do this for him. You feel me? Best independent game. I'm gonna have to give it to Claire here because Absolum I haven't played yet. Ball Pit, I see my boy Bernard play it. He does enjoy it. I haven't played it myself though. Blueprints, I've heard a lot about it. Still haven't played it myself. Claire Expedition, you know what I'm saying? If they're gonna put it in the independent games, then you know I might as well just put it there. You know what I'm saying? But I have played Hades 2 and Hollow Knight, and I feel like they're both pretty good as independent games. I feel like Hollow Knight should win this one just because everyone's been waiting for that bit for so long, and it actually stood up to it. So I'm going to put that bitch right there. I'm going to put that bit right there. Best independent game. Best debut indie game, man. For the best debut game created by a new independent studio. And you already know. It's gonna go to Dispatch, man. I'm sorry. I'm glad Dispatch is here. I know I made this short, sweet, and simple. Let me show you I know the other ones are here. Claire Expedition, Despolite is here. Megabonk is here. I've been hearing a lot about Megabonk. People fuck with Megabonk. I actually have not heard of Despolite. I might try that. Blueprints, he makes another appearance, so I might have to try that one. But Dispatch, come on, bro. I will just glaze in Dispatch this whole thing. Dispatch needs to be in more than one category. But I'm glad it is in one. If my thing keep freezing up, I'm gonna queue it up on the next one. But yeah, this is the one I'm picking. Best debut indie game. Now we're gonna go into best action game. We have a snub here. Battlefield 6, Doom the Dark Ages, Hades 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Now, I don't know why Gosayote isn't on here, because that would have been a clear winner for Shursky. Why is Gosayote not here? Is it because it's similar to how it was in the first game. I mean, they refined it and they made it even better. So why wouldn't it be on this? Why wouldn't it be on this category? I guess I'll give it to Ninja Gaiden because Platinum Games are usually, you know what I'm saying, cooking with the combat and shit like that. I've been seeing my friends play it and they've been enjoying it. This is on the back burner for me, but I mean, it's pretty fire. I mean, I would have liked to see Ghost of Yote here, so I could have voted for that because then would at least had two things because it's not gonna win anything else. But go. Hey, Ninja Gaiden's winning some, I guess. Now we're at Best Action Adventure, and they're gonna hit me with for the Best Action Adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. Death Stranding 2. You literally walk around time all the time. That's part of the gameplay loop, and it's so soothing. Ghost of Yote, the parkour was like, it still wasn't that improved, honestly. It still felt like Tsushima. That's one thing I'll take away from it. That's what I'm saying. It should have just been in Best Action, not Best Action Adventure, because come on, bro, now you gotta have to compete with other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Hollow Knight, even Hollow Knight, I feel like the movement in that is way more enjoyable and shit like that. Like, I don't really, in Ghost of Yote, you just sprinting and shit like that, and you jump and shit. The puzzles are a little bit better. But it's very guided. They hit you with that Uncharted 3, 4 feel, and it's like, I'm getting bored of that. I kind of like, if I'm gonna do some old gameplay style and shit like that, I might as well do Hollow Knight because they improved on like the old 2D scaling and shit like that, and fighting and shit like that. So I did enjoy that. Indiana Jones I did not play, so I'm not gonna lie, I missed out on that one. In Split Fiction I missed out on too, but if I'm assuming it's like It Takes Two, it's a banger. So I'm gonna have to go with Death Stranding 2. Is this gonna be a Death Stranding sweep award? We were talking about Expedition 33. Nah, it might be Death Stranding. Death Stranding and KCD 2, I might ask you. What the hell? Now we're at Best RPG, man, for the best game design with rich player character customization and progression, including massive multiplayer experiences. I don't know why they put the MMOE thing in there, but we're gonna have to go with KCD 2. While Clair Expedition is pretty good when it's RPG elements, you don't get the same type of experience. Well, as KCD 2, you have to actually fight and grind to get your person and learn that shit. You have to blacksmith, you have to actually sneak around, you have to carry lightweight stuff, you have to carry heavy stuff to actually gain the thing to, I want to get stronger and shit like that. So for me, I'm gonna have to go with KCD 2 because it's an actual RPG experience. You can have Henry fucking smelling like crap and use that as an ability for you. You know what I'm saying? You can go through the game smelling like doo-doo stains and shit like that, but that could be an advantage. Or you can go through the game smelling like perfect all dandy and you can, connive your way through shit just because you smell so good. And it's so interesting that you could be sneaking and you could smell good and they're gonna be like, you smell so good, what's that smell? And you could get detected like that. Sometimes you have to just be naked, bro. You see what I'm RPG, bro. RPG, bro. This is gonna go to KCD 2, bro. I'm sorry. It's not even a question. I don't really play a lot of fighting games, but when I do like to play some Marvel vs. Capcom. You feel me? So that one's gonna be right there. I don't really have too much to say about the other ones. 2XKL was fun. I have the little beta entry with my friend. I did get to play that with him, but I wasn't really like, oh my god, I'm excited to play this game. But Marvel, Capcom Final Collection, they have some games I like in there and some gems that I used to play back when I was a kid. So I could just give it back to them because for me it's easier because I know the games on there. You know what I'm saying? So I could just do that. All right, on to the next category. Damn, best sim and strategy. Best game focused on real-time or turn-based simulation. Oh, bro, this is gonna be hard because Final Fantasy Tactics, that's my childhood. But the altars, that's just a whole new ball game and it's so exciting. But what I call that a game focused on like fighting and a bunch of strategy, I don't know. And maybe it's not in the same type of lanes because you don't fight and shit like that. But for me, I would consider Final Fantasy Tactics more like a survival sim. I mean, not Final Fantasy would be more of like, a strategy, combat sim. And the altars, I feel like it'd be more of a survival sim. So I don't know. They put best sim / strategy. You feel me? And you need a strategy to survive, so I can see what they're going there with that. But I might have to go with Final Fantasy Tactics because that's my OG. You feel me? I used to play that bit on the school at the GameCube all the time. GameCube, the Game Boy all the time. My SP, bro. So yeah, it's gonna have to go to that. You know what I have played though? Since they want to put sports and racing in the same category, Rematch. And I'm gonna have to go with Rematch. I had a very fun time playing Rematch, bro. With Slow Claps Rematch, it's a very enjoyable time. Maybe I didn't get to play it too long. I'm gonna go, but I'd always like to go back to that game with my friends, and it's always enjoyable. That's one thing I can say. I always have a fun time playing Rematch. So I'm gonna give it to that. Best multiplayer for outstanding multiplayer and gameplay design, including co-op. It's between Arc Raiders and Battlefield 6 for me. Oh, let me not forget Peak. Peak is actually a fire game. It's one of those, oh my god, you might think it's a streamer game. I actually fuck with it. If you like mountain climbing and shit like that and you play with your boys, it's actually fun. It's not like only up, it has a better twist to it, honestly. Because, you know, and only up you're running up and climbing the objects and shit, and there's all this random things coming up. But here you're going through different terrains. You have to manage each other's gears and shit like that in hell. You're making sure you don't fall and drop off and shit like that. I'm gonna have to give it to Peak. Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna have to give it to Peak, bro. I'm sorry, bro. If someone's gonna vote for Peak, it's gonna be me. I like Peak. Most anticipated game. Let's keep it $1.50. GTA 6 is on that bit. First Lights. 007. Why is that even? Why is that even on the thing, y'all? I guess it's hype because it's a new James Bond. We haven't had a new James Bond in a minute, but is it really that serious? Especially from the gameplay we saw. I don't know. Wolverine is up there. Wolverine is actually up there with GTA 6 in terms of both casual games. I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Resident Evil Requiem. I know there's a crowd of people who actually really are excited for Resident Evil Requiem. That's the 9th game in the series. I'm not one of those people personally. I've been trying to get into the Resident Evil series, and I don't know. There's a couple I like, 4 not being one of them, but we'll get into that into a whole different day. In Witcher 4, I'm honestly very excited for The Witcher 4. Maybe a little more excited than GTA. I don't know. Damn, the play as Siri is gonna be kind of comp. You know, GTA 6, I'm anticipating it, but they keep delaying that bit so much where I'm not even sure anymore. At least with Witcher, we don't have a confirmed super hard date yet, but it's working. You know, sorry if I look off like that. I'm just making sure my monitor is still working. But yeah, if I had to choose between these, I feel like if I didn't choose GTA 6, I'd just be dubbing myself. But I feel like they had this award, bro. Like, I feel like they had this they were supposed to release this here and they didn't, bro. No, I'm giving it to Witcher 4, bro. I'm excited for Witcher 4, bro. GTA, bro. You better release, bro. I'm not giving you no awards, bro. No. At this rate, you might release it next year, bro. You trying to get 2 most anticipated game awards, bro, or something? 3? Hell nah, bro. We're not doing that shit, bro. Content creator of the year, you know, we're gonna get out to Kaisenet, you know what I'm saying? We go with the goats, you know what I'm saying? I stick with me and my peoples and shit like that. Penguins is cool and shit. Nothing too crazy with him though. Nothing really too crazy. I'm gonna go with Kaisenet all day. I'm just happy they put him there. Game of the year, the best for last. Okay, so you're gonna see some missing here, but I was gonna waste my bandwidth on some esports shit. Okay, game of the year, man. We're in for some serious shit right here. Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, Donkey Kong Bananza, Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silksong, KCD2, man. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie, just because of my joy off of excitement, I'm gonna have to go with KCD2, even though everyone's been saying Clair Expedition 33 is gonna win and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, it's just been KCD2, man. There's just something about this game playing as Henry. Bro, I love this game, bro. I literally love this game, bro. KCD2 is actually one. It's because I was looking forward to it because I'm like, damn, how are they gonna improve on it from the first game? Because the first game was so good. And then just the mechanics that they improve, and then the storyline, and just the gameplay, and then like you can play it on the Steam Deck, and you can also play it on the PC. I'm not trying to take that away. Like you can do that for Clair Obscur too, but it's like, bro, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, bro. That the game I was literally, I'm not gonna lie, I was putting down Clair Expedition 33 multiple times. Like it took me days to beat it. At KCD 2, it was like I was playing Assassin's Creed 2 all over again. I could not put that bit down. And when I had to go to work, I was flipping the table, bro. I was flipping the table. That's why I had to download it on the Steam Deck just to get a little bit more gameplay, bro. So for me personally, I'm gonna have to go with Henry, KCD 2, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, bro. You deserve it. Even though Clair, you did come out of nowhere and you have a lot of shit, I'm gonna have to. You already got some good awards. Best indie game, best game of the year. I know, bro. You have some good soundtracks, Clair. You have a good story. You have a lot of good shit. The combat is very innovative, but KCD 2's combat is also very innovative. People don't talk about that too. I mean, you doing the whole melee and shit by yourself. I feel like that's a big part of the game. People don't talk about that. You for going full on scales and wars and shit like that. I'm giving it to the KCD 2, bro. This is what Skyrim tries to be, bro. Skyrim was winning game of the year. This is what Skyrim tries to be, bro. This is what it tries to be. You know what I'm saying? So if it had to be between these two, you know what I'm saying? It was between Clair or KCD 2. But for me personally, I just had a way more memorable time with it, bro. So I'm gonna have to go with that shit right there, bro. I'm gonna have to go with it, bro. KCD 2. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below on what's your game of the year and shit like that. How you been feeling about it. What games are you voting for, and what games are you hoping is gonna win this year, bro? Because we have a stacked year, bro. I thought last year Boulders getting on them. Was that last year already? Or was that 2 years? Bro, I'm telling you, bro, we've been in a little great gaming renaissance these past 2-3 years, bro. These past 2-3 years, we've been getting a lot of bangers, bro. I even had to go back. I've been missing so much games, bro. I had to go back. Dying Light is not even anywhere on this bit. Think about that. I love Dying Light, the Beast. That bit was fire. It's not even on here. Bro, I'm gonna talk to y'all boys later, man. Peace.